What's going on, y'all? I don't feel like that's enough energy. What's good? What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to hold on. Redo. Ow, hell. What's good? What's going on, y'all? I'm gonna spell. What's good? I'm okay though. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to big new, not little one, the biggest, the only, what? New She Cute video. Fuck is he talking about? Y'all, welcome back. If you can see right here, okay, this is my little inspiration board. Yeah, I made it cute for one of my inspiration boards. Check it out. I hope you guys had a great day, a good week, a good weekend. It's been a while, so it's only fair if we just recap what I did this week. I did a lot, so let's get into it. All right, so boom. I got my hair done. Love her. Yeah. This is my first time ever getting a type of style. I do like it. She did my hair to the T. She was really good. Styles that people can do, and I can actually do myself, it shouldn't cost this much money. You guys, I was like, oh my God, a quick weave, $130. Plus the extra tip. I said, oh, hell no. Everything went smooth. It started at 10 o'clock. I was finished around 1 p.m. because she was really just taking her time for real. When I was getting my hair done, y'all see the edges? The edges, I wasn't feeling too much. The edges were a little, too big. It was giving adult hairs. She cut my edges. She's like, do you mind if I cut some hair? If you gotta cut my hair and you do my hair just to make edges, it makes me feel like, you can't really do hair. So I got the hair done. Yeah, you guys like it? It's cute. I just don't like the edges, so this is a lot of edge. This is a big edge. She did a good job on it. It's a lot of edges. So we're just gonna condense these edges and make them a little better. Mind you, it's 11 o'clock at night, so yeah. Y'all, I'm trying to fix my edges. Why is my hair going past my eyebrows? Look how, next time I get my hair, I'm gonna do my own. As you can see, I fixed my edges because I was like, oh my God. Like, I can't walk around like this. It didn't look terrible, but it doesn't look good on me, okay? And that's not what I asked for. I did a great job. I did take a little out, but I'm literally trying my best and they're not staying down. Later on that day, after I finished my hair, I got my tattoo done. Probably less than 5 minutes. It was cold as hell outside. And honestly, me and cold weather don't do well. I've never seen snow like ever in my life. But that's okay. That's all right. It's just cold. It's been like 30 degrees out here and it's never been 30 degrees. So this is what the henna looks like, if you can see. It's pretty cool actually. Very quick, very easy. I will definitely get it again. Somebody told me that henna is toxic. Who knew? I don't care, but it's still kind of cute, so I'll probably get it again. Working surgery, so I can't have anything on my arms or, whatever. So I gotta keep it cute. And what? On you, exactly. The day after that, I went to a funeral. Bitch, I'm big mama, but ain't none of these niggas worth my what? Type change the game. This nigga trying to buy me food. I was going to the funeral. I got stuck in traffic. It was a 6-car collision. I had to make an illegal U-turn on 95 on the highway, you guys. It was just, I don't know why stuff happens to me. My shit. Okay, you guys, so this is what's going on. Let me tell you the tea. I'm on my way, okay? My Bluetooth wasn't connected to my car, long story short, so I had to pull over because I'm gonna listen to some music, right? As I'm headed there, I pull off, I go up to exit, I take north. I forget that I'm literally coming on my way back home, so I'm about a good hour or so away, so I'll probably be late. And this is why I'm late, because I make stupid decisions sometimes. I'm gonna see y'all when I get there. Got there an hour late to the funeral. I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna put my glasses on. I'm gonna be all right. Lies. I was not all right. I put my little shades on because y'all know I can't see. So I went into the church. I'm like, I'm an hour late. It's okay. It's fine. Like, I know, one thing about Black people, we're going to have us like a long funeral. I see nobody's car outside or nothing because I'm like, damn, I'm trying to see if I recognize. I get there, mind y'all, I left at 10, okay? I got there around 12-ish, okay? So, and it starts at 11. I sit in the very back. I got my black shades on. I can't see nothing, okay? But I do see like people staring back and looking at me. I'm like, am I at the right funeral? I just kind of get tired of people staring at me. I'm like, am I at the right place? Are we sure? I don't like going to cemeteries. Let's be honest, bro. I don't ever. I've never seen the process of somebody being born, okay? I've never been in the room of birth, but I know eventually I will be, especially in my career. So to see the ending process of somebody's life is a beautiful thing. I don't like to be around it, but it's inevitable because it's my job. But to care and to make sure that people are okay and to come here, it's just nice and quiet. And it's different. So it makes you learn to appreciate life more is what I'm saying. Our time, we never know. It may come short, it may come long. We just never know. So remember to always be true to yourself, like I always say. But most importantly, don't wait. Do not wait. Time is only of the essence. So if you're on your phone watching this, finish watching it. But get your ass up and do something for real. You know, it's really beautiful here. I don't know where my grandma is. I can't find nobody, so it's just nice to see this. And I think I'm gonna go visit an old friend of mine as well here, since I'm here. So I'll see y'all soon. Yeah, my grandma, I think she was 103 when she died. I remember she was in her good mind and everything, you know? So then I left the funeral. I called my people. I was at the wrong funeral, so I thought. Later to find out that when I did go to the burial site, I was at the correct funeral. I just didn't have my glasses, so I couldn't see what I was doing. That is such a true story. Oh my gosh. And that is so embarrassing. But yeah, so... Okay, guys. I don't know whether I should like have it standing up or prop down. Let me just prop you down, okay? We just got to work with it. So let's work with it. Okay, recap. Saturday, I went to the funeral. Boom, boom, boom. After the funeral, paid my respects, did what I did. Boom, boom, boom. Then I went, what did I do at the funeral? I had a whole day to regroup. The next day, which was Sunday, I got a photo shoot. I had a good, yeah. I had a photo shoot. It's giving face. I had a photo shoot. All right. Then after the photo shoot, you guys, I had a date. So the date was cool, whatever, nice, cool place. Then after that, I started work on Monday. Today is Tuesday. I started work on Monday. I've been in training. I started work as well on Tuesday, and I go to work in the surgery department on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, okay?
Damn! Don't you already have a job?
Wrong, okay? Technically, I do have a job, y'all. I just didn't tell you guys. I quit my job just because we just gonna have to talk about it, so let's get into it. Disrespectful, bait with, you know, tomfoolery, malarkey, the audacity of these people, okay? I was getting played with and I was like, So obviously, you guys, when I first got there, I definitely prayed, I'm like, Lord, please just let this be the hospital for me, da-da-da. It was number 2 on the hospital list I wanted to go to. There's a top hospital list and there's another hospital list. My second choice of hospital I want to go to, okay? Follow me, all right? I got hired. This is the first hospital I ever got hired with a month after I graduated. So I graduated on May 2nd and I got my test results CST exam on May 6th. And I got my job on May 9th around that time. And I started June 2nd, okay? So right out the gate, I did get a job. So, you know, whatever, all right? And you're probably thinking, oh, you know what? You got a job, a great job, paying good, you know, whatever. So, you know, and it's the hospital I want to work at. You would think I would love to stay there. That's where you're wrong. They play with me. See, I'm too real. I'm a real nigga. You can't play with a real nigga like me, is what I was trying to tell these people. But y'all, they play with a real nigga like me, and I had to show them what's up. Anybody who works the medical, you already know, for the most part, people are haters, okay? The haters, it's like high school. It's so annoying, right? But you all come together to save a life. Amen, all right? The common goal is to save lives. You can hate on each other, you know, behind your back and in your face and, you know, sabotage. But when the time comes, we're going to be there to help you. but I don't trust none of these hoes in the room. That's pretty much what the essence of healthcare is like. I'm telling y'all the tea. Not everybody's experience is like that, but working many years, like 6 or 7 years in healthcare, I've come to realize it's a lot like that. So, you guys, I work at this hospital. The demographic, the population, the region is elderly. Everybody I'm working with was in their 60s and up. Literally, that was like I was the youngest person there, and they call me, oh, she's such a baby. Oh, she's 19. And I was like, what the hell? You know, this is a pretty much if you know type of situation. We are talking about people who worked at the same facility for 20 plus years in their 60s. The healthcare workers that are much older can sometimes either be your besties because they're like helping you, a fatherly or motherly figure, or they could be straight haters. And I know a lot of old haters. Sounds terrible, but you guys, I know so many haters. Like it's kind of crazy. Just a lot of territorialism, okay? They did not want to give up their spot or what? Well, never mind, I'm not gonna be shady this video. We just gonna keep it real. They were rude. It's just insensitive. They say racist stuff, and they like to talk political stuff. I don't know about you guys, I don't talk political stuff. I'm not here to talk about my politics. Like, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to know what somebody else is who cheating on who. I don't care. And it was a lot of that, a lot. The doctors out here are hoes, but everybody who works in the medical field knows there is a reputation amongst, certain healthcare workers. Now, I'm not bashing everybody, but I'm just saying this is what's talked about and it's a known thing. So just know the doctors be out here, which is why I'll probably never date a doctor, depending on what kind of doctor he is. But yeah, anyways, the next one. Okay. So pretty much it's a small high school filled with little kids that are stubborn as hell and set in their ways. It's like the worst combination. So they saw me coming in as the young tenderoni I am, and they're like, ooh, we can use her and, we can mold her into how we want her to. That's what they said verbatim. I was like, but I was like, oh, they don't know. I ain't new to this. I am true to this. I know how it goes, and you're not gonna play with me, right? Because you have to develop a voice in the medical field. Okay. To keep it real with you, this is my first time as working in surgery. I don't know much. So I'm just like going in, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna be cool with everybody. That's how I usually am. I'm always nice to people. I'm very cool as a cucumber. I'm just gonna be myself, my professional self, which is really cute and demure, and we love that. Tell me why. First day one, trying me. I said, what? You guys, I noticed that I couldn't necessarily be myself because the second day I was there, they asked me like, hey, Nunu, they're like, how was your day? I was like, oh, my day was straight. This is an exact reputation of what they said. They went, straight? You straight? What, straight? I'm like, oh, hell, like, what the fuck? I was like, my day was good. From that point on, I knew I couldn't I couldn't be myself. Obviously my professional self, this is just my everyday vocabulary. I was just like, straight is in the vocabulary. How do you not know what it means? It means direct. Direct means good. Good means great. Stayed according to path. That is what straight means. If you don't get that, I hate that for you. Like, are you straight? So boom, that was my second day of work. Okay, so my third day review, everything is good, boom, boom. They're like, ooh, everybody loves you, Nunu. You're great, the doctors think you're amazing. Even though you just got out of school, like you're doing amazing, you're keeping up. You guys, I was in cardiothoracic spine, I was in ortho, I was in general, I was in cystos, I was in GYN, I was in vascular. I was doing it all, okay? And I was doing good. Hold on, I gotta fix my shirt. 60-day review. 60-day review. You remember what I just said about the slang? Okay, me using the word straight, remember that. 30-day review was good. 60-day review. She was like, Nunu, you're doing amazing. Everybody loves you, no complaints, da, da, da. She was like, the only thing I did write down was communication. I was like, communication? Like, what do you mean communication? She proceeds to tell me, she's like, Nunu, just communication. She was like, some people didn't understand you when you used slang word, but you communicated that what you meant when you were using slang. She was like, but that was the only thing. I was like, what? What? What I got from that was, we love you, you're great, there's nothing wrong with you, but you can't use slang word. And me using straight is considered a slang word. Mind you guys, the director, the one who was telling me about my actual like, progress and everything, it happened on my second day. Why is it being brought up 2 months later? Everything is good. Like, why are you putting that on my personal record, which will follow me? So I had a problem day one. I was like, oh no. That, boom. First of all, the straight comment. Then people asking me, oh, Nunu, is that a wig or a weave? What? Oh, Nunu, how do you put your hair together? It's so nice. Huh? Oh, girl, do you got a wig on? What? Yes, you guys, I cannot make this up. Like, it's so terrible. Racist jokes, you guys, can't do it. It was too much. All right, in the healthcare field, we all joke around, yeah. But stuff to that level, the political stuff that was going on, talking about that in the OR, like I don't gel with it nicely. Making slave jokes in the OR and doctors saying, oh, I'm sorry, I'll get it right, massa. And saying the word slave and being the only black person in the room and they're sitting there laughing like, oh my God, what? And you're telling me you would stay out? Hell, y'all can have it. I don't give a fuck, I'm out. Y'all, and then on top of that, I didn't even tell you guys, comparing skin tones, coming up to me while I'm minding my business, when I'm just chilling, coming up to me, comparing skin tones, like, ooh, Nunu, you have a nice color. Oh my gosh, yes, I'm gonna be as dark as Nunu when I go on vacation in Mexico. Ooh. To where? Mexico. If you get it, you get it. But yeah, so I was like, that's not no. And it happened not once, not twice, but 3 times with 3 different people.
So here we go. I'm about to make myself retarded.
And they're all cool with each other. So I was literally, during this time, you're like, what? Why did you let this happen? Y'all, I was new in my profession. If you know anything about healthcare, if you're rude to people, a lot of people try to block your blessings. Did I stand up for myself? Yes, the second time it happened, I'm like, girl, you can't even get this. You can't, the sun can't even hit you like it hit me. You can't. I was like, this is God-given. Fuck is you talking about? I didn't say the last part, but I said, this is God-given. Thank you. I did express this, because there was only 2 other black people that worked there. When I did express this, it was just like, oh, that's what happens. Like, it's okay. Like, that should not be excused. It should not. But this is only a little bit of what I went through, but mainly for me, since I am new, I do want to experience all type of areas. I was just being placed in urology, which is pretty much cysto kidney cases or penile cases. I just saw a whole lot of penises and a whole lot of vaginas. I wasn't being put in spine cases, maybe here and there, but not regularly. Spine cases, I wasn't doing ortho cases anymore. I wasn't doing general. Doctors are asking me, oh, Nunu, like, where you at? Like, I haven't seen you. Why are you not in my room? I'm like, dog, they don't fuck with me no more, dog. I'm like, they don't fuck with me. I was like, do you even fuck with me? It's just a whole lot of. It was just, I'm not learning. You're not showing me nothing. People being rude, nasty. It was just a lot, okay? So I made my decision. I got tired of it. I said, fuck this. I was contemplating, I'm like, I'm gonna quit. I don't care, for about 2 months straight. And I was like, I'm gonna find another job before I quit. You guys, the second month I realized I wanted to quit then. I was like, I'm gonna do my time, but then it just got worse, okay? And that's just the small stuff of how it got worse. So I went ahead, I applied to another job, I got another job. After I got off of orientation, I was like, yeah, I got Fridays off, that's amazing. I didn't want Fridays off, I wanted Thursdays off. Why? Because there was a mean ass doctor that worked there and I didn't really like him like that because like he was mean and I didn't know my stuff, but he was too nice. He was actually really nice to me, which I appreciate. I'm confident. But him, I'm like, oh hell, either it could go bad or good, okay? I don't want to feel stressed. I just want to have a day away from him. So I just wanted Thursdays off because I didn't particularly, care to work with this doctor much. I can't remember what I'm doing half the time. So, and he's particular about saying one thing once and only saying it once, and I tend to forget. So we didn't want to have those problems. So I wanted Thursdays off, okay? And somebody took the day, so I only had Fridays. So I took the Friday. I didn't want to, but I took the Fridays off. Somebody got upset about it, long story short, made a whole big deal and complaint. When I tell you guys, it's the small things, and people get upset at me. You see, like, stuff that you wouldn't get upset about, people get upset about. It's the small things. Okay, so keep up. After I got more familiar of working at this place, you know, I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep on doing it. But once I wasn't getting put in the rooms I wanted to, I would ask the nurse manager, I was like, hey, can I get put in other rooms? I'm just constantly doing cystos. I'm gonna be here for almost a whole year now. Like, I gotta do something different, please. She's like, yeah. And I get put in cystos. And I just, at that point, I was like, I don't even care about coming here. The racist stuff on top of it was enough. But coming here and then only having to deal with penises and vaginas, like, I'm not learning like that. I need to learn, babe. Like, put me in something. Did find another hospital. I decided to go with that hospital. And this is where I decided to quit. Keep up. They tried me. They tried a real nigga like me, so I had to let them know. They tried it. So here's the day I quit. So it was on a fateful Thursday, all right? Thursday evening. I got my nails done. Y'all, I would constantly call out of work. I'm like, I'm not going here. It pissed me off. I didn't want to see these people. So I was just using my PTO, you know, and I know I got a job, you know, already secure. So I was like, I don't want to go. I really don't want to go. But I'm like, you know, I'm going to do it the right way. But I've been hearing a lot of stuff and how they treat people. So I was like, I don't know. Here's the tea. Okay, I called out Monday. I never showed up on Tuesday, okay? I forgot to call out, but I didn't necessarily forget. I didn't really give a fuck, honestly. So yeah, I knew nothing bad was gonna happen, you guys, because I never done a no-call, no-show, okay? So, and my record and stuff was squeaky clean, okay? So by that point, I was like, I don't care. When you stop giving a fuck to go somewhere, it just really shows, okay? So, boom, peep it. Show up Monday, I didn't show up Tuesday, but I showed up on Wednesday, okay? I literally had my nails done for Martin Luther King Day, okay? My nails were done just like this, but they were painted yellow. Tell me why. That same day, somebody made a comment, they're like, oh, Nunu, you got your nails done? I hope they're real and not fake. I said, what? She said, I just hope they're real and not fake. Girl, mind you guys, I was not in the room that day, which means I wasn't getting no experience. Literally, I was helping other people, and that's what you gotta say? And it's none of your business. Are you my boss, bitch? Like, what the fuck? I was like, you know, I'm gonna keep it cute and cool. I'm not gonna say nothing. So I was like, you know, because some of these people that I work with like to twist a lot of things. So I was like, I'm not getting into it with nobody. I'm just gonna keep my mouth closed, because I know how I can get sometimes. I was the nurse in the room that said that. Mind you, I was just coming in there to help them. Now, the person assisting the doctor, which is somebody like myself, scrubs, call them scrub techs, she came up to me, what this heifer did. She grabbed my finger and went like this and was like, oh, your nails are fake. And then literally went like that, like threw my hand out. I was like, oh, they really think I'm pussy. Or like, you know, you really trying a nigga. Oh my gosh. So I was just like, okay, first of all, don't touch me. Second of all, don't ever speak to me like that. Third of all, like I was really like, I was like, they pushed me. They really pushed me for it. But I was like, I got it, I got you. I was like, I got y'all. I'm gonna hit you where it hurts, right? I can't work here no more. I'm about to go off. I already know. I was like, my nails are cute. They are short. So what's wrong with my nails? You're a hater. And she was like 6 years old, okay? Hater. The next day, all right, I'm helping this girl open, literally went like that. I'm helping her open her room and stuff. She has a spine case, whatever. Guess what happened? One of the girls that she was with in the room, she was like, hey, Nunu, are your nails fake or are they real? I was like, why do you care? And she was like, oh, no, I'm joking, I'm playing. She was like, just because they were asking you a lot yesterday. I was like, I'm not in the mood to play, because I was really about to sit there and wink your ass up. I'm playing. I was really just gonna sit there and tell her about herself, because I was like, I had enough of y'all playing with me. You know, she was like, oh, no. I think she got a little nervous. I don't think anybody's ever seen me get upset. So at that, I don't think anybody's ever seen me get upset. So she was keeping it cute because she knew that I was really about to chew her ass. You know, keep it cute, okay? And I actually like the girl too. She cool. So afterwards, after we finished doing everything, guess what happens next? I get called to the director's office, okay? The one I did my 30, 60, and 90-day review, that director, okay? My hiring manager, she's everything. Hey, Nunu, can I talk to you for a second? I was like, am I in trouble? And she was like, kinda. I was like, what? You know, because I don't get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, what I do? I was like, what? I was like, who snitched? Somebody must have said something, you know, because I be in my own world, always smiling. I don't cause trouble. I'm just always like, you know, me. But at the same time, don't fuck with me. So I'm like, oh, they must have snitched. And they probably heard me cuss somebody out, you know, on the low. That's what I was thinking. No, she brought me in the room and she was just like, you called out. She was like, you have this much and you did a no call, no show. So she's like, if you do one more, we're just gonna have to let you go, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, cool. I don't give a fuck. And she was like, also, I do want to let you know that your nails, they have to go. I was like, what? My nails? These nails? These are, girl, they were more than $100. I'm not letting it go. I was like, but they're cute. And then she started laughing. And she was like, yeah, they are, but they have to go. I was like, but they're short. And she was like, but they're fake. I was like, but they're cute though. And she was like, I'm gonna give you till Monday to take them off. Y'all, Thursday. Today is Thursday, okay? Today is Thursday. I'm off on Friday. So what are you, like, what day are you giving me off to take them off? I'm off the next day anyway, so what are you saying? I've been contemplating to delete this place out of my life. I was like, I'm not gonna play with y'all. The little girl ran and snitched about me on my nails. You guys play with me. I've been wanting different things. I have not been happy here. Like, the job has literally made me so unhappy working there. I was like, I just gotta go. People just talk to me crazy. They look at me crazy. It's just weird energy. I'm just ready to go. And I don't like a lot of people that work there because they really feel like they're the boss. And it never gave boss or bad bitch. Y'all finna play with me? I was like, all right, I'm gonna show you how I really do. I was like, you know what? I gotta keep it cute and professional. So I went ahead, I said goodbye to the respective people I told that I was leaving. All right, I made sure I had a job secured before I even left, which was Thursday. That day is the day I actually quit. I went onto the computer, I put my 2 weeks in for Friday, and I left. That was my last day. So I was like, y'all wanna play with me? I'm gonna see y'all. We're not gonna play. So yeah, I just think it's better to move on. I am starting a new job, a new foundation, a new path, and a journey that I can grow on. This point, the message of this is to keep succeeding. Don't be afraid to take leaps and boundaries. If something is not serving you in the way you want it to, no matter what, keep driving, keep pushing, and find what you need to find. And that's literally it. Like, they was really playing with a nigga. Don't let them play with a nigga. In Black History Month? Like, what? Right after Martin Luther King Day, you finna play with a nigga? Like, I was like, oh, hell no. So at the end of the day, you guys, always choose better for yourself, the path that you're gonna succeed on. Don't let a nigga play with you. Talking to you crazy, like, what? They don't know. They don't know. My name might be new, but it's big new to each and every person. They just don't know. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna let that slide. I'm gonna let that slide. A little slide here and there. But I was like, all right, I gotta check these hoes. I was like, I gotta check them or I gotta leave. Because if I check you, I know it's gonna be a problem. So I zoomed and I made sure I secured what I wanted to secure. But you guys, regardless, do what you gotta do for yourself. And that's it. So that is the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to always love yourself. And like I said, do what's best for you. Love God. Praise Jesus. Make sure you read your Bibles. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.
She be running around in my head. She be doing things in my bed. Black magic. Boom body. Boom body. She got a boom body.